What was it like to be an enslaved person, to be captured and bound and then pushed on a ship, taking you where you didn't know? Marlene Norby's Phillips, a Caribbean female writer from Trinidad, looks at Zong, one of the important incidents that happened to enslaved people on their way to Jamaica. And in this magnificent poetic collection, she tries to imagine what it was like in the holds of ships. What was the sound? What was the space? And so I'm reading Zong number 5 as a part of this process at looking at how do we decolonize our minds and what information it is that we need to be aware of and to have access to. Zong number 5 by Norby's Phillips. Off, water, rains and dead. The more of Negroes, of water and weeks. 3 more dead. Rains and water. 3 butts good of sea and perils, of water one day. Water, day 1, of months, of weeks, of days, of sustenance, lying dead. None of us, even though I think there's something called genetic memory, really knows and understand the depth of suffering and discomfort and complete disregard that those Africans, my African ancestors who were enslaved, went through. But it is important that we try to imagine what that must have been like for them. It is important that we go there. It is important that we pay homage. It is important that we seek out as much information as we can so that we fully understand the depth they paid and that we owe, and why it is we continue despite everything that said we should not continue. I'm reading this poem, Price We Pay for the Sun, by Grace Nicholas, who lives in England but is originally from Guyana in the Caribbean. These islands, not picture postcards for unraveling tourists. You know these islands real, more real than flesh and blood. Past stone, past foam, these islands split bone. My mother beats like sleeping volcanoes. Who know what kind of sulfur furious cancer tricking her below, while the wind constantly whipping my father's tears to salty hurricanes, and my grandmother's croon, sifting sand, water mirroring palm. Poverty is the price we pay for the sun girl, run come. And that's by Grace Nicholas from the Fat Black Woman's Poems. Two other short excerpts from Amy Césaire's Return to My Native Land. A man screaming is not a dancing bear. Life is not a spectacle. And if all I know how to do is speak, it is for you that I shall speak. My lips shall speak for miseries that have no mouth. My voice shall be the liberty of those who languish in the dungeon of despair. And above all, my body as well as my soul Beware of folding your arms in the sterile attitude of spectator. For life is not a spectacle, for a sea of pain is not porcelain.